Hello and welcome to a special episode of Junior Retrospection, the podcast where we take an old cartoon or kids movie and decide if it deserves to haunt us for the rest of our lives or if it just needs to be busted. My name's James and no Slimer, don't do it!
Is he talking to you or me?
You. You're the slimiest one here.
Fair enough, yeah. I am warm. I'm sure that's what you meant.
That's what, exactly, yeah.
Of course. And my name's Paul, and can we move this gig along before this chocolate makes me break out?
Are you allergic to chocolate?
Depends if there's nuts in it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You
I mean, nuts will kill me.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
Can't do nuts.
And my name's Colin, and it's like taking candy from a ghoulie.
On this episode we'll be discussing the Real Ghostbusters pilot episode from 1986 called Ghosts Are Us. IMDb says the continuing adventures of the staff of the Ghost Removal Service.
Wait, is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, it is IMDb, so...
Yeah.
This episode stars the voice talents of Maurice LaMarche as Egon Spengler, Lorenzo Music as Peter Venkman, and I'll get to him in a second, Frank Welker as Raymond Stans, Laura Summer as Janine, and Arsenio Hall as Winston Zeddemore. This episode was written by Len Jansen and Chuck Menville. Story editor was one J. Michael Straczynski.
Nice. It's surprising he didn't write it all himself.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And do you know who he is?
I'm pretty sure he was the creator of Babylon 5, wasn't he?
Yes?
Yes, he was, yes.
I definitely do not have that written down. And the director was Richard Reynes. I've got a few facts here.
All right, lay them on us.
The Real Ghostbusters ran for 7 seasons, from 1986 to 1991. Although Lorenzo Music provided the voice of Peter Venkman originally, apparently Bill Murray hated that he sounded like Garfield, and he was eventually replaced by Dave Coulier, which is a bit ironic since Murray would later voice Garfield in 2 live-action movies.
That is a bit weird, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I did hear a different version of that in that Bill Murray just said, oh, he doesn't sound like me, but didn't mean anything by it other than that, and then they fired the guy.
I've got problems with the voice of Venkman in this. I don't know if you have. I'm sure we'll talk about it, but...
Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm.
In early promo art, the characters look much more like their cinematic counterparts, but the designs were tweaked to avoid lawsuits.
They don't really look like them, do they?
Not really, no.
No.
I'll talk about that later. The show spawned toys, cereal, comic books, and even a soft drink. The show will continue to air all the way up to 1999. Did either of you do any research or stick to your usual work ethic?
Oh, ouch.
I know. That's biting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ernie Hudson was turned down after auditioning for the role that he played in the film. Apparently, he was told they didn't sound enough like the character.
Oh, do you think they know who he was?
No, apparently they didn't.
Do you think he just took it and just said, yeah, okay, fair enough, just walked out?
I mean,
You would,
what else
wouldn't
can you do?
Yeah, that is just bizarre. But he's part of the course. It doesn't surprise me at all with the way that Hollywood is.
No.
The toys were quite interesting. Did you watch this show as a kid?
Not really. I mean, like, if it was on and I was tied to my couch,
Yeah.
then I would probably see it. But otherwise, no. I don't know why. Maybe because I was in love with the film and it just wasn't the film.
I think I was the same. I think, like you, if it was on, I'd probably watch it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to find it. You know?
No.
But the toys were... there were tons of toys that were made by Kenner, and then later they were reissued by Hasbro. And the toys are really collectible. Apparently, the collectors love them.
This whole cartoon seems to be aimed at making toys, especially what happens at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, sorry. Was that an actual toy? I assume it was.
Yeah, I've got a list of some of the toys here. Then, and I mean, they did tons and tons of characters, with the figures. They did a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. They did a Ghost Zapper, which was like a torch which shone like images onto the wall.
That sounds exciting.
I know. That's the one that when you open it at Christmas, when you're hoping for the fire
Yeah.
chief set, that you get that instead.
We have to pretend to go, oh, thank you.
And they go, oh, that is the one that you wanted, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. You know that feeling, James, don't you?
I'm watching.
I cannot comment. I cannot legally comment.
Good answer. They did the Ecto-1 vehicle. They did a proton gun that fired projectiles.
Dangerous.
Yeah. They did ectoplasm, which is like gunk in a tube.
Oh, you come with your own ectoplasm, don't you?
That's true. They did a fire hose playset, and yes, they did that helicopter vehicle that we'll talk about later. That's in this episode.
Ah, good.
And there were lots of other things as well, and they're all over eBay. If you look on eBay, you can find them.
Never been into the Ghostbusters toys, other than like Lego versions or a version of the Ecto-1. I've never been one to collect anything of that franchise.
No, doesn't appeal to me. I'm quite happy with just the movie, and the first movie at that as well.
James, have you into the Ghostbusters toys?
Yeah, all of them really. I've got a whole collection upstairs. No.
Oh, okay. For a minute, I was going to be like, really?
You'd never even seen this before, had you?
No.
You like the movie though, don't you?
Well, I've never taken an interest into Ghostbusters, but I mean, I like the films.
I guess your age group puts you in a space where there was no Ghostbusters stuff, because you're like between like the end of the cartoon series and the toys and before all this new stuff started. Yeah,
I remember watching the new stuff at the cinema.
Oh, what, the reboot?
Yeah,
I think I dragged you to that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
The recent one, Afterlife, or the one before that we
the
don't
one
mention.
before that.
Oh, okay.
The one that, the Unmentionables.
Wow.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Isn't that a film with Sylvester Stallone?
I think it might be.
If you have a film with all like actors who have been cancelled, then you could call it the Unmentionables.
Well, we're getting enough. I think
you could have a whole collection of them.
Yeah. The Green Ghost in the movie, the actual movie, it didn't have a name, did it? It wasn't called Slimer, was it?
No, because the name came from his line, "He slimed me." They didn't actually call him that. I'm pretty sure they didn't.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he is called Slimer.
Yeah.
The show was actually quite a hit, wasn't it? But even though it was a hit, ABC hired a consulting firm to take over production, and they just completely overhauled the show. They changed character personas, they replaced actors, they removed any occult references, and then re-edited season 1 episodes so that it would fit in with the later changes.
Yeah, and they've wanted to even get rid of Dan Aykroyd's character. What's his name?
Venkman.
Is it Venkman? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. They wanted to get rid of him.
No, Dan Aykroyd. No, sorry, that's Ray Stantz, isn't it?
Stantz. So they wanted to get rid of Stantz at one point because they thought he was needless.
Isn't that what you've tried to do to me over the course of 30 years, Colin?
No, but if Jay keeps coming in, then, you know.
I'll get less and less to do, that's all right.
That's right, yeah. Also, there's even little things like they wanted Janine's glasses changed from pointy to rounds because kids don't like pointy things.
I'm pretty sure kids do
love
like
pointy things.
Yeah. These companies that they hire to do this market research, I think they just make it up, don't they?
Yeah, and then cash the check.
I think so. I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Apparently, we've only watched the one episode, but apparently going forward into the series, there were lots of different animation styles on show. It wasn't always the same style in every episode.
That'd be interesting.
Some of the episodes were produced in Japan, and then other episodes were farmed out to smaller Asian countries as well. So I would imagine all the different, animators were influencing the styles and things like that. Because this style in this episode, it's very much of that 80s look, isn't it? That kind of Inspector Gadget type look about it, hasn't it? Yeah. And you've no idea what we're talking about, have you?
Well, going back to the Asian, it being distributed to Asian countries, I'm surprised they even allowed something called Ghostbusters, because I'm pretty sure places like Japan have like a ban on stuff to do with like ghosts and skulls and like dead things in like media. So
we might have to fact check that one.
Yeah.
What are you basing that on? Have you looked that up?
Don't know.
He's got my approach to making bold statements, Colin. I like
my
it.
sources are just.
I see where he gets it from.
We'll leave that one there, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll let our listeners decide.
I'm sure it's true, but I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, that's all you need these days.
That is very true. Yes.
Okay, so let's get on with the show.
So I suppose the first thing to say is the animation choices they are interesting. Although Venkman looks like he looks like a classic hero character. He's got a lot more hair up top than Bill Murray ever had in the movie, hasn't he?
Yeah. I like the background artwork. Like of different things, like especially when they go to Brooklyn and go to the factory and things like that. There's some nice detail in the background work.
Yeah, there is a lot of detail going on, isn't there? There's a lot on the screen, isn't there?
Yeah.
We're definitely not dealing with filmation, are we?
No, it's a little better than that.
It is.
Absolutely. Yeah. Jay, what do you think of the animation?
I always, while watching this, I thought to myself, are these the Ghostbusters or people in cosplay? Because they look...
you could be like like a fan version of the film.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, like, because I don't really watch many. Do they do like Saturday morning cartoons anymore?
Not really.
No, but I suppose Batman ones are the closest you get to that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you name
So
some new ones. What new? You don't really watch any though, do you? He doesn't like modern cartoons.
I've started watching a lot of like old classic stuff from like the 70s and like the 80s.
Right.
A few years ago, I watched a lot of the old G.I. Joe cartoons.
G.I. Joe.
That's a whole different series. Lord.
Yeah.
No, the G.I. Joe cartoons. I watched a lot of them a few years ago. And
Cool, good old Sunbow cartoons.
I watched some like 90s superhero cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spider-Man and Hulk. But that's pretty much all the... And I watch a lot more like old live-action TV shows and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's slightly off topic, but what's the one that you're currently watching at the moment that you've discovered?
I've been watching the 1970s Japanese Spider-Man TV show on YouTube.
I might check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all 41 episodes are available on YouTube.
Is it dubbed?
No, but it's got subtitles.
Subtitles. Oh.
And it's apart from the costume, it's not the Marvel Spider-Man. They just let them use the costume.
Oh, okay. So that was actually going to be my question, whether it was the costume, because sometimes you get like Chinese Spider Woman and you watch it and it's like, oh, it's just the name they've stolen.
Yeah, no.
Or even it's a dubbed name they've stolen.
Yeah, Marvel did a deal with one of the Japanese TV companies, and they basically said you can use the name of the character, but you can't make it like anything close to the comics. So they basically just did what every other 70s superhero TV show did back then and just called it Spider-Man. So there's like robots and like flying cars and monsters.
It's your typical...
Yeah, sounds it.
Yeah. Looks very Power Ranger-y.
While we're off topic, you know that the rumour for the next G.I. Joe movie is that it's a Transformers G.I. Joe movie.
Crossover, yeah. It's got to happen because it's the same companies, isn't it? So it's bound to happen.
Yeah. Trying to build a universe, I assume.
I'm sure you're not interested in the slightest. No.
Not really. Get me robots out of my G.I. Joe. Although it does appeal to my... I prefer the science fiction-y element of G.I. Joe than the military element. So maybe you might see a bit more of that.
Yeah. I want to be there when you watch it. at least be Skyping you when you're watching it. Yeah, the grumbling that's going on in the background.
What's this shit?
Yeah. Spengler in this, he's got kind of a 1950s quiff going on, like a little Mr. Whippy bouffant thing at the front, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. Where's that from?
I know.
Yeah, there is some interesting design choices. So, Slimer.
Uh-huh.
Are we fans of Slimer?
I'm not. I find him irritating.
It seems like this was a thing of 90s and 80s cartoons where they had to have some kind of small, I would say creature.
Yeah.
That was irritating.
Yeah.
You got Orko in Masters of the Universe.
That's the one that comes to mind. You got
that tiny unicorn in Dungeons and Dragons.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got that alien in the Flintstones.
I suppose they're there they're meant to provide comic relief, aren't they?
But I'm worried that going off this episode, that every episode following it is going to be what Slimer gets up to.
I'm sure.
And in fact, didn't they rename the show eventually? Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters?
Did they? That's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I suppose little kids would probably like Slimer, wouldn't they?
Well, did you?
Are you asking me or him? Actually, he's not that little. He's taller than me. What do you think of Slimer then?
I think the same as you, but really I never much cared for him. I just saw him as another character, really.
What, in the movie, you mean?
In both.
Yeah, he's nothing important.
No.
Yeah.
Except for being like the main cause of stuff that happens in the episode.
Yeah, I'll get to that at the end. I mean, he's meant to. They kind of forgive him for what he does in this episode, but he doesn't really do anything to fix the problem that he started anyway, does he?
That's not true.
No, he doesn't apologize. Well, sorry, go on.
He goes and attacks the thing at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah, nothing happens though. He doesn't do anything, does he?
His heroic bravery must have sparked something in their minds of forgivery.
Forgivery?
That's not a word.
Forgivery?
Forgiveness.
All right.
It'll work.
Okay.
Now we have an episode title.
Forgivery, yes. So what do you think of the rejig theme tune?
It's all right. It's nothing special. I mean, this episode has another tune in it later on. Apparently, it's two girls that do the music.
Oh right.
Are the singers for all the songs. There was actually a Real Ghostbusters soundtrack album.
That doesn't surprise me. It's very 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, I went through the different theme tunes. The Commodore 64 one I listened to, and I actually quite like the Mega Drive one.
Oh, okay.
The Mega Drive one's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, better samples than the Commodore 64 one.
Okay. I remember that one.
Well, the
Yeah.
Commodore 64 one. You hit the space bar and it
Yeah.
went, Ghostbusters!
Those were the days.
Sure.
All right. So did they drive around in Ecto 1 listening to their own theme tune? Because that was the impression that I got. Because every time they got in it, it seemed to be coming out of the radio at one point.
Well, you would if you had a theme tune.
Play it for
wouldn't you?
yourself when you walk out. Every time you walk out your front
Yeah.
door.
It's like their national anthem.
Yeah.
Whenever they go
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, it'd be on your little earpod things. You'd be like walking around. Paul is cool. Paul's no fool. He's the man and he just rules. you're like strolling down through Asda, doing your little bop.
How does he know this? How does he know these things?
I've seen ya. Paul's not obscene. He just needs to be seen doing his shopping. Hey, like that all the time.
Saturday Night Fever strut down the aisle.
Big flares, big collars. Yeah, I could do that. I could pull that off.
I don't think you could do flares.
Why not?
No offense, but you're a little
What?
you know.
Little what?
you're a little teapot.
What? Short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my
Yeah.
spout.
I know listening to those podcasts
Exactly.
was a mistake.
Yeah, definitely. So they turn up at a haunted chocolate factory, and it starts raining chocolate.
I hope the soft centers. I like that line.
Yeah, it was a good line. And as I said, Slimer seems to be now part of the team.
Yeah, he doesn't get a uniform though.
Yeah, that's a bit. He needs to get him to HR, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's ghostist.
Ghostist, yeah. Do you think that they gave Slimer an interview before taking him on? Do you think he had to give him a resume? So there's a bit of a gap in your employment history. What have you been doing for the last 50 years? Oh, hot dog vendors haunting mainly. Not a lot, really.
What is he a ghost of?
Food.
He's a food ghost.
Yeah.
He's a food
He's
ghost.
always snacking.
So his food come back to life
I just presumed he was some fat guy that died.
with no
Fat
legs.
midget.
Maybe he had his legs severed in the accident that killed him.
And why is he green?
Okay.
He got oozed.
He got oozed.
He got oozed.
What, by another
Okay.
ghost?
Yeah.
Could be.
Maybe he got slimed. That's
Alright.
why he slimes people.
So he's on a vendetta mission.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. I get it. This is the problem I have with the cartoon, though. There seems to be a very strange division between what is a ghost and what is a monster.
Yeah, because the ghosts that come later, are they ghosts? Are they monsters? Are they demons? What are they?
Yeah, because they're like driving cars and things. And,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
interacting
Well,
with
they
the
set up a
environment.
business at one point.
They do. They do.
Love to be the bank manager who gave him that loan.
Yeah, where did they get that van from? They got a logo on the
Stole
side.
it.
Yeah, they got a logo on the side as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. We are giving these characters far more thought and backstory than I'm pretty sure these writers did.
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Although it is Straczynski, so maybe, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere there's a whole book
Yeah, a massive
of
Bible
backstory.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the voice of Venkman, I find it very annoying very quickly.
It didn't bother me.
Did he not? I mean, I get that he's trying to do a
No.
Bill Murray, and he's got that irreverence that Bill Murray has, but it just sounded like he was either really tired or he was just downright bored to me. The way he was delivering the lines.
That's kind of the way Bill Murray sometimes delivers his lines, isn't it?
Not to that extent, though, or extreme. I don't
I
think.
thought the same about the voice actor that was doing the voice of Egon. He sounded like he couldn't be bothered with any of his lines.
Do you think maybe they just thought this isn't going anywhere, so I'm not giving it my full?
I think the only person that gives the most effort in doing a good job and sounding like the film actor is the person that plays Ray.
What about Janine?
A lot of these actors double up, don't they? Because I'm sure that the one doing Janine also does the voice of the female monster ghost thing later in the episode.
That's a standard practice for cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is one of the rare ones where they actually recorded together.
Oh, all in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. I suppose that helps if they're all playing off. I'd like to know if there was any sort of ad-libbing going on in that respect then.
I don't know. You don't tend to get much ad-libbing in animation because, you've got to animate the thing.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you don't want to make it too difficult for them, do you?
Plus, also the way these
No.
these actors are doing their lines, I don't think they could care much to do any ad-libbing.
Couldn't be bothered, is what
No.
you're saying. All right. That's kind of the way we approach life, Colin, really, isn't
I'm ad-libbing all the time.
it? That is true, actually.
In fact, I would say I've ad-libbed my entire life.
Yeah, thinking about it now.
Because I'm telling you, if there's a script for my life, I'm going to get that script writer because they're an idiot.
Yeah,
Because no one's writing this rubbish.
I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm with you. I think. Yeah. So the devices in this cartoon can actually pinpoint exactly what kind of ghost they're dealing with, right down to how intelligent the ghost is. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, who came up with these classes? Class 5, full torso, Class 7, floating vapor.
There's a little bit of that in the movie, isn't there?
There is, but I noticed in this episode the ghosts use it too.
So they classify themselves.
Yeah,
Like pronouns. Ghost pronouns.
They, them.
so it's he, she, they, them, Class 1,
Yeah.
Class
Yeah.
2,
Flying torso.
and up.
Mm-hmm. So Slime is class 5 flying torso, is he?
Suppose.
Oh, suppose. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know what the difference is between a Class 7 Phantom, a Class 5 Vapor, and a Class 4 full torso.
But the way it sounds, the lower the classes get, the more advanced they are. Because if you're a Phantom, then you've got to be like bottom of the, what do you call it?
Tier.
Yeah.
Well, the big eye stalk thing later in the episode, that's like a class 8 or 9, isn't it?
I think it's a Class 10
it?
at one point, isn't
Just
it?
keep going up. You get the impression you're making this up.
The entity that the ghosts wake up is apparently a full magnitude Class 10,
Oh, right, okay.
which is on my Tinder profile.
Get many hits?
What a two.
All right. We'll leave it there.
Couple of spectres.
Full torso?
No,
No.
floating vapor.
All right, okay. I did like how when we get these 3 ghosts or monsters or whatever they are, they sound like New York mobsters. I thought that was quite fun.
Yeah, I hope they continue that through the series. Like they're all from wherever the locale
Yeah.
that they're originally from.
That would be good.
So you get some like redneck ghosts.
You can't use that term, Colin, you know. That's a term.
Oh, I'm not allowed?
That's
Okay.
one of those
You get
terms
some
that-
southern hillbilly ghosts.
I think that might be worse.
Can't do that either. You get some ghosts that are located from the southern states of America. Can I do that?
Yeah. I think you can go with that. I think you can go with that. So the ghosts jump into the chocolate mixer and the gang... So they fire their proton guns into the tubes that force them out and into the trap. Pretty sure it wasn't that easy in the movie, was it?
No, but let's assume the traps are a little more advanced.
Yeah, because we don't know what the time period is between the movie and the series.
Well, long enough that the facial appearance has changed.
And they've had her.
Yeah, new her. So
I did like all the sounds and all the gadgets and everything did look like the ones in the movies. I thought that was fun. They didn't change those things too much, did they?
No, they didn't.
And there's a lot of people getting covered in gunk. Now that's something that became a Ghostbusters staple, isn't it? And they really ramped it up in that second movie, which I don't like.
Does anybody like it? I mean, people aren't keen on the second movie.
It's like they took everything that everyone liked about the first one and thought, you know what, the best thing to do is just turn everything up to number 10, isn't it? Or 11, and just make it bigger and more slimy.
Class 10 Spectre.
That's the one.
That's the tagline for the poster.
Yeah.
If you'd seen Ghostbusters 2 first, would you liked it more?
See, that's a tough one, that, isn't it? That's like saying, if there hadn't been a Terminator 1 and a Terminator 2, would Terminator Salvation have been good? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, that's a little extreme.
That's like saying, if you hadn't seen original Trek, would you have liked Star Trek 5?
You're asking the wrong people.
Yeah, that's a concept I can't even grasp.
You're messing with our minds, that is.
I mean, I'm just saying, because I saw Police Academy 2 before I saw Police Academy 1, and I think Police Academy 2 was really funny, but obviously it's not as funny as the first film. But because I saw it first, if I'd seen it second, I would have been like, oh, that wasn't as good.
I think I saw the second one before the first one as well. I think that might have been down to the fact that wasn't the first one rated slightly. It was a bit more racy than the second one, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's probably why.
There was more driving?
Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering the kind of humour Colin did in the early podcasts. So I'm trying to redo it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he used the word humour.
He's sucking up, is what he's doing. He wants my job.
Not true.
We'll talk.
We'll
take this offline.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I'll send you my resume.
Okay.
It's nice to feel wanted. The owner of the chocolate factory, he then gives them a lifetime supply of chocolate in appreciation of what they've done. You know which kind of factory I'd want to de-ghost if you got free gifts, don't you?
Oh, I've got to remember that this is junior retrospection before I answer this.
Don't worry, I thought the same thing.
Well, obviously it's a beer factory.
Yeah, it's got to be a brewery, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I want to know, is a lifetime of chocolate, what exactly is that? Because some people could eat a really seriously large amount of chocolate, and some people, bear every so often. So it's a very loose term. I'd kill that factory. They were like, we can't produce them fast enough.
You're like Slimer. In many ways.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah. In many ways.
Yeah.
I've no legs. Oh, yeah. I'd just be eating chocolate. Oh, yeah.
How do I know you're not a ghost? Because, I mean, I only ever see you these days through Skype. So I don't know if you've got legs.
How do you know he's even real?
Yeah.
I don't. You could be AI for all I know.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. Could be. Could be.
Reset.
Could be.
Where's the reset
Oh,
button?
sorry. Flip there.
So we go back to the firehouse, which looks exactly as it did in the movie.
Yeah. I've been there.
I know you have.
Yeah, the real firehouse. It's in New York City.
All right, special.
They still got they got the Ghostbusters sign, but they've put it inside the.
Have you been in it?
You can't. It's still a working fire station.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Who says the Ghostbusters aren't real?
And we meet Janine.
Yeah.
She's a bit hotter than the movie, isn't she? Let's face it. She is.
All right. Well, let's get the professional opinion. Jay, Janine, cartoon version, hot or not?
Sure. I can't really remember the film one, so sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we get a non-answer from Jay. Paul, we've had yours, I guess.
Yeah. I think she's as cartoon characters go. Yeah.
Well, we know your opinion of cartoon characters.
This is coming from you, Colin.
Yeah, that's coming from me.
I'm guessing you err on the side of the movie.
Yeah, only because I don't, go in for celluloid. Cinematic. I don't know what I'm saying.
What? What?
I'm not even going to bother. It was going one direction. My brain was going, keep it clean. And then the other part of my brain was going, nah, don't. So I give up. Yeah.
So if we could be bothered to do Patreon stuff, like we've said before, we would record 2 versions of this.
How could you record a non-clean junior retrospection? Because then it wouldn't be junior, would it?
Well, we'd edit James out and just leave us in.
There's also, isn't there a point when you can't call it junior even if Jay's on, because Jay would be like 35 and we'll be 80?
Yeah, because you'll still be recording. Both of you will still be recording with me when he's 35, won't you?
Yeah, we'll both be. Yeah, well, Jay and I will be recording. I don't know about you. It depends if you can hear us with your brain in the jar.
That's true. I'm planning on that, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be nice.
Probably James is planning on doing it to you anyway.
I don't mind. You put my brain in a jar filled with alcohol, I'll just float around in there. That'd be nice.
It's the same as usual, right? no change to your normal life.
Just top it up occasionally. That's all. That's all I have.
Yeah. You just, I think you wouldn't have to worry about pants and stuff.
Exactly.
It's the only difference.
But I don't worry about those now, really. So.
Yeah, there've been complaints.
So they give chocolates. They give the free chocolates to Janine, and it turns out that Slimer has eaten all of them.
Good. Now I'm starting to like him.
Yeah, he's sat inside rubbing his little belly, isn't he?
It's not that little.
It's not that little. No. Venkman wants to blast him, but Ray says to take it easy, and he'll discipline him himself. I don't like the sound of that, to be honest.
You don't like the sound of discipline?
I just don't like the sound of Ray disciplining Slimer.
How would he do it?
See, this is why we need his head in a jar of beer.
What, Slimer?
Who?
No, you.
Me. Oh, right. How would you discipline Slimer?
Yeah.
Just take away food.
Take away food, yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a simple answer. Yep.
Slimer's obviously that co-worker that nobody really knows why they're there, isn't he? The one that doesn't contribute much and everyone finds them annoying. You know what that's like, don't you, Colin?
Do I ever? Oh boy. Whew.
Slimer is told that one more mess up and he's going to be history.
He is history, isn't he?
That is true, yeah. Ray then pops the ghosts into the containment unit and then everyone goes to bed. Why would Ray be cuddling a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man toy in bed? You'd think that's the last thing he'd want cuddling up to him in bed. I mean, it was all his fault. It happened in the first place, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he loves Stay Puft. It's one of his favourite childhood memories, remember?
But would he still love him after everything that happened?
I think you would have forgiven him.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's a kid's cartoon. You're thinking about it too much.
That's what we're here for, James. We're here to ask these big questions.
Now you know it's important when he calls me James.
So even Slimer gets his own little pillow to sleep on, doesn't he?
Yes.
Ghost bed.
Wait, I don't know what. Ghost bed?
Mm. And of course he's dreaming about food, and then he wakes up and he goes to the fridge.
Yes.
We've all done that.
He does. Yeah. Afraid so. Middle of the night.
Little midnight snack.
Yeah.
Interrupted by Winston, Slimer then goes and hides in the containment room, and we get comedy moments of him sneezing and sliming everywhere, don't we?
We do. Yeah.
It's not funny, is it? Do you think it would be funny to a little kid?
Maybe if the little kid was lobotomized.
Well, that's harsh.
A lobotomized. Oh, is that where we're going now in the podcast? Lobotomized children?
I guess so.
Sure.
I mean, this is supposed to be the junior.
Yeah, it's
the nice one.
dark, isn't it?
And Jay's just dragging us down.
It's unusual because that's usually my job, isn't it? According to you.
Yeah.
I can't imagine kids finding this funny, can you? I don't think I would have found it funny.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so.
Mm.
And then he slides down the wall and switches off to containment
Yeah.
field. Why is that switch halfway down the wall?
Yeah. Why is it on the opposite side of where the containment machine is?
Yeah, and why is it not protected? It seems like you would have like a cover over it that says "Do not touch this switch."
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But he does. He switches it off, and so the 3 ghosts escape. Was there only 3 ghosts in there then? Just the 3 that they'd already caught at the start of this episode?
Well, I explained it that there's like levels of containment. You got a first stage, and then you go into the like deep vault, you know. And these ghosts, because they'd just been deposited, they weren't in the deep vault yet. They were just in the first stage. And so when the containment field was switched off, they could escape from this first level, but the ones in the deep vault, they can't because they're isolated from the rest of the system.
That's good. I'll take that. Yeah.
I'm sure the writers didn't think of that.
Well, Straczynski, again, you never know.
Yeah, probably. Probably got diagrams of how the containment machine works.
He's probably got a technical manual somewhere, hasn't he, that's just for him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for some reason, the ghosts start terrorising a hospital, and the Ghostbusters are called, only to find that there's a rival team called Ghosts Are Us, and they've already solved the problem. But something seems familiar about this rival team, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
What's that?
Acne.
Isn't that the company that Wile E. Coyote gets his toys from?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They all look like they have acne.
Yeah, but they're ghosts. Or demons.
So
or
you're
monsters.
telling me ghosts, when they die...
Wait.
So you're telling me when people die, they instantly get, like, the worst form of acne?
Well, they're rotting, aren't they?
As a ghost?
Well, we don't know they're ghosts, do we?
What do you mean we don't know the ghosts? I'm pretty sure they are.
Why would the Ghostbusters be on the case then?
Yeah, they're not called monster hunters.
But they don't look like ghosts, do they?
Well, none of the ghosts in this series look like ghosts.
I suppose. They look like monsters.
Slimer doesn't even look like a ghost.
He looks more like a ghost than the other ghosts.
All right, so, Paul, what's your definition of a ghost then? Because clearly this is what we need to define.
Well, I mean, a real ghost would be like a big white sheet with eyes going, ooh, wouldn't it? That's a real ghost.
Interesting use of real ghost, but...
Hey, I've been pushed through a room by a real ghost, so...
What, with the big
No,
white
you
sheet
haven't.
over their head?
I have. What?
With a big white
No,
sheet
you
over their head?
Yeah, it was like...
yeah, with all... And did it do that? Did it go, ooh? Was it the Frankie Howard of ghosts?
I'm telling you, something pushed me through a doorway. And it wasn't...
All right,
Yeah.
but that does not mean it's a ghost.
So what was it? Invisible Man?
But here you clearly have a problem with how to form a debate. I can't tell you what that is, but me not telling you what that is does not mean ghosts exist.
I'm not saying that ghosts exist. I'm saying that in the absence...
You just did. You said real ghost.
No, in the absence of any other data, I am saying I can't imagine it being anything else other than a ghost.
Sorry, but the absence of data is not data itself.
See what I'm dealing with here?
You started it.
I did, didn't I? Yeah. Let's move on. The three ghosts that escaped are pretending to be this other ghost busting team.
Yeah, they've got a van, they've got a sign.
And I did like that we get an in-universe, in this cartoon, an in-universe explanation of why it's called the Real Ghostbusters. Because Janine takes a call, and she says, no, we're not those ones, we're the real Ghostbusters.
Right.
Hence the name, the Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, although the real truth is that there was another
Issues, yes.
Ghostbusters cartoon at the time.
Yeah, because there was even a problem with the movie, wasn't there? Because there was a Filmation live-action Ghostbusters, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I think they had to pay quite a lot of money to Filmation to be able to use the title, didn't they?
Yeah.
They only got the title at like the last possible second. Because it was originally going to be called something else.
Yeah, I think they were going to call it Ghost Breakers or something like that.
Something, yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah. I did like that the ghosts in this, they don't have traps, obviously. They just got like a trash can.
Yeah. And he's lifting the lid and you can see his eyes poking out.
Yeah.
The gang then get called to a hotel, and again, it turns out that the Ghosts Are Us team have beaten them to it.
Yeah, the Smuldorf Hotel.
Smuldorf. Winston thinks that something's fishy's going on. Probably because you can see the trash can lid opening and someone peering out of it.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. He's a scientist for a reason.
He is. Janine discovers that they're missing three ghosts, and the gang realise that the Ghosts Are Us guys are really those three ghosts in disguise. And they're not too happy about Slimer accidentally letting them out.
Yeah, they're going to, what's he saying? He's going to vaporize Slimer or get rid of him?
Yeah, Ventman's on his case in this episode, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then the ghosts call Janine, pretending to be customers, and they tell them that they need some ghosts taken care of.
It's a trap. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's just by audition.
Are we doing that again?
Yeah. I'm auditioning.
The gang set off to an old toy factory, and the place looks like something from a post-apocalyptic movie, doesn't it? I don't know about an old toy factory. It's a wreck, isn't it?
Yeah, I was like, where's that in Brooklyn?
Can't find that one then. You haven't been there?
No. Won't be Googling mapping that.
So the three ghosts have got a plan to release a Class 7 ghost named Turlock to take care of the Ghostbusters. But when the ghost comes out, it's a big, giant eyeball on a stalk. And it's not Turlock, it's some other... I didn't quite understand. Has it eaten Turlock or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Jay, do you know what's going on?
I thought initially, when I first heard it, I thought it said turd lock.
Oh, no, that's when you're constipated.
We've both had that, Colin, haven't we?
Oh, I've had a serious case
Yeah.
of turd lock the other day.
When you get to our age, you'll understand what we're talking about. Seriously. But this new ghost creates a huge monster for himself out of like bits and pieces of toys that are just laying around, like a big Jack in the Box that he enlarges, and a tricycle. And basically what they're doing is they've thought to themselves, we need a big marshmallow man type creature that's going to terrorize New York.
Yeah.
Is what they're doing, really.
Yeah. So here's a question. If you were a ghost, what class scale would you be?
I know the answer for you.
We all know the answer for him, but go on, Jay. You say it.
What about him or me?
No, well, first say it about Paul and then say it about yourself.
You're obviously a class 1.
Oh, okay.
What are you basing that on?
Facts.
Yeah, but what? What facts are these?
Personality, intelligence,
All right.
work ethic. So class 1 is the lowest though,
Yeah.
right?
What would you be? You're asking me what? Well, no, you've said I'm a 1.
Can't say the same answer.
No. I would say you're about a 6.
I'll take that.
Only because you're a youngster, you know. And what about you, Colin?
Oh, I'm not taking part. It's childish. I would go for a class. I mean, I'd go class 5. You know, not too much, not too little. Just right in the centre.
Average.
You know. Yeah, well, an average. I'm an average ghost.
Yeah, average. An average ghost. There you go. That's another possible title.
It is.
What? Why change the habit of a lifetime? Might as well be the same as you are in death as you are in life, Colin.
Exactly.
Ray and Egon then launch a flying vehicle out of the back of Ecto-1, and this is where we all thought, didn't we? Make a nice toy.
Yeah, I meant to actually Google to see what it looked like as a toy, because I assumed there was one.
Yeah, and it looks exactly the same.
How does that...
Looks exactly the same.
Does it? How does that fit inside the ambulance?
I don't think it did in toy size, because I think the toy is the same size as the Ecto-1.
Well, how does it fit in the cartoon? Like,
That is true, actually. How does that fit in the back of Ecto-1 in the cartoon?
yeah. Because surely they got the equipment, all the proton packs and everything else is there.
Mind you, there is that famous bit at the start of Die Hard, isn't there, when they back that truck in and they get out, and there's meant to be all this equipment in there, but there's nothing in there apart from them.
I've never noticed that.
Apparently, it's a well-known. You've seen that on when we watched some show that had all these goofs from movies. You remember seeing that one, don't you? It's quite a famous goof in Die Hard.
Oh, it's not that famous. I don't know.
Oh well. And this is where we get that song that you were talking about earlier.
Yes, Drive Me Crazy, something like that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Does what it does.
Yeah, it's just a bit of background music, innit?
Yeah. And the toy ghost starts terrorising the city. Ray and Egon recapture the three ghosts on the bridge. So I'm whizzing through this now because there's not a lot going on.
I mean, there's no story now. It's just activities happening on the screen. Yeah.
The toy ghost then makes it to the bridge, and Winston and Venkman are speeding over to them. They put the car onto its side, don't they, and go down the side of the bridge.
Yeah, on 2 wheels.
The gang struggle to control the toy monster, and I thought this battle had some really good animation, and I thought it was quite fun, and it was quite inventive at times as well.
Yeah.
There's no reason why this show had to look this good.
Oh, I suppose not. Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know, most Saturday morning cartoons didn't try that hard, did they?
No. No. Well, I think they got better as you got into the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. I weirdly, I always thought this show was a 90s show. Didn't realise it was an 80s show.
When did it come out?
86, I think it was.
89.
80. No, I think it started in 86 and it ran till 1990, I think. But I think in the UK it was rerun for at least 10 years after it finished. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks good. All doesn't look good for the Ghostbusters, but then Slimer decides to try and fix things by just going up to the big one and going like that for some reason, which doesn't do anything. I suppose it distracts him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that doesn't work.
And between him and the gang, they managed to defeat the monster with something.
Wait, what?
Well, they beat it with... They blow it up in the water or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
do.
happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then everything is good again. Even Venkman patches things up with Slimer with a big sloppy kiss.
That's the way you like him.
And that's the end of the Real Ghostbusters.
Yay.
Ooh.
Hey.
You're letting the cat out of the bag too early there, Jay.
Yeah. So, James, what did you think of the Real Ghostbusters?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the animation was quite good, and the end battle felt, didn't feel cheap or dull like as you said, any other Saturday morning cartoon. Even though I'm not too sure about the character designs, what can you do if you don't have the rights?
Would you watch any more?
If I was tied down to a chair, maybe.
Okay, so this is similar. Yeah. All right.
But overall, yeah, I thought it was...
You thought it was okay?
Yeah.
All right.
So, if you had to decide between a hit or a miss...
I'd say for the time it was a hit, but, nowadays, you could kind of just put it into any other category of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Do you think kids today would find it interesting? Like little kids today?
Maybe, if they liked Ghostbusters. Sure.
It's colourful and fast moving, isn't it? So maybe that would appeal to little kids.
Yeah. That's all it takes for you, isn't it?
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah.
It's a damn sight better well made than some of the rubbish that's on. And I sound like an old man now, but it's a damn sight better made than some of the rubbish that's on things like the Cartoon Network and things like that I've seen. Yeah.
Right. It's no pole position, is it?
It's not. It really isn't. Yeah. Or Mask.
Oh, Mask. Yeah, or Centurions.
Oh yeah. We could keep going. We could do this all night.
Go on all day. Yeah. Yeah. Just list random cartoons if you're desperately trying to remember them.
So, what did you think of it, Colin?
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't feel any need to watch another episode though.
Mm-hmm.
Although, part of me would be curious to see whether they keep using the Slimer causes all the issues plot, or whether that gets pushed aside. I'm assuming it doesn't get pushed aside because they named the cartoon after him at one point.
I would say you've probably got a good 85% chance that that's going to be the case.
I can do without that.
Yeah, I agree.
So for me, I'm afraid it's a miss.
I'm kind of in between you two on this. I thought it was colourful. I thought it was detailed, like you said. The animation was very good. Venkman irritated me, but it was nice that they kept the detail of the movie, of the the equipment. Both of us, Colin, are big equipment guys in 80s shows and things like that. We like the gadgets, and we like the cars, and we like all that kind of thing. And they copied that really well, I thought. So as a kid watching this back then, that would have appealed to me. But it was all kind of a bit washed over you, didn't it?
Yeah, like I said, just didn't feel a need to continue.
No, I was saying, I'm the same.
After this. But I must say, though, Venkman didn't bother me as much as it appears to bother you.
Yeah, that was a big irritant for me in the episode. Is it a hit? No, go on, I'll agree with you, it's not a hit.
Jay was more charitable than us.
I think he was, and there's probably a lot of people out there that we might have really annoyed, because I know this is quite a well-loved cartoon.
Well, I think this stems from the fact that the whole reason we started this podcast was whether stuff that we watched as a kid we still like today, and whether it was really good or whether it's just nostalgia. But we have no nostalgia for this cartoon at all.
That's a lot of it, yeah. That's a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think there's things that are worse made than this that we would probably give a pass to.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's it for this episode of Junior Retrospection. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe wherever you listen, or maybe leave a nice review, as both these old guys are incredibly needy. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our Spotify playlist. You can even listen to the podcast on Spotify too. So thank you for listening, and goodbye.
And that's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
Something weird, and it don't look good.